48 years old, 143 pounds, 4'11", been through 4 coaches, and they just said I needed to follow a low-calorie program. I've been on a 1,200, 1,400 calorie plan for 3+ years. I haven't dropped a pound. Could I have worked out more? Sure, but I'm up to 5 and home by 5, 0 energy, so not consistent with my workout. Luckily, a few days a week, my daughter cooks, but when she doesn't, I'm cooking till 6, clean up, dishes, then 7, I work out, which by then I'm struggling to find motivation. When I was consistent, I did see results, but got back to the fatigue and low energy. So hard to get back on track. Started starving myself in the 6th grade because I was a little chubby. Complained for years to the military doctors that I was tired. They dismissed it. Got out of the military, same, compliant. They discovered my thyroid was off. Been through 2 functional medicine nutritionists, which did help, but didn't fix the majority of my issues. I was on a low dose of testosterone, which did help, but I can't give myself shots, and my husband sucked at it too. They also prescribed progesterone and estrogen, which I didn't think I needed, so didn't take it for long. Just want to lose this measly 25 pounds and tone up and look good. I am sick of the busted biscuit middle and the cellulite thighs. So here's the deal. If you come to me and you really want to know what's going on and you want to know what to do, I'm going to tell you the truth because I know what it takes. I'm not here to make you feel better. What I'm going to share with you will make you feel better. Number one problem here, there are so many mother and feminine wounds in your lineage, in your generational coding. This 25 pounds, you have to have the physical as well because we are humans. We are in a human meat suit. But I'm also going to give you the soul stuff because weight loss success and success in general is on a soul level. If you had the mindset of someone that's successful and the way they be, their coding per se, you could have their results. So I'm going to teach you how we do that here. So number one, you need to eat more food. You need to slowly reverse diet. You need to go from the 1,200 calories because your metabolism is absolutely fucked. But see, the problem is that you've been struggling since you said in 6th grade. So right around puberty, when hormones came in, it says you gained weight or you were a little chubby. Now, were you chubby or were you emotionally abused? Did you look around and the adults in your life were a little overweight? Were you comparing yourself? All these things are from feminine wounds where we compare ourselves and we're looking at everybody else, but where do they come from? It comes from our mothers, it comes from our grandmothers, and it comes from our female lineage. We covered this in The Confident Woman. Okay, so when you heal yourself and you become a better version of yourself on the inside, anybody can get results on the outside. All of us here right now has lost weight, we've lost the fat, we've been on it, we've been all in, and then what happens? Life's. We have babies, moms, parents die, we move, COVID, like we get old, hormones, hysterectomy, life be life and like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you've been struggling since the 6th grade means this is in the genes. You look at heart disease and things like that. Y'all, genes, our cellulite, how we look, like we come from our parents. So this shit is in the generational coding. Ain't a diet out there that can fix this. So what do we do? On the physical level, you have to start increasing your calories. Some people, this may trigger. They may like, oh my God, I'm going to gain weight. I'm scared to increase my calories. This shows us the big issue. Let's go rewire those beliefs and thoughts because they're not serving you. Because if those beliefs were actually a good belief for you, you would have no trouble shedding weight. This would be very easy for you. So I want you to drop the motherfucking weight struggle course. Get it. If you want that, like I said, DM me answers. And if you don't want to work with me, that's fine. Go do all this on your own. Start reprogramming, like creating new neural pathways in your brain. Start addressing the trauma. And trauma is growing up with the belief that it can create, it's almost like it's not like trauma, car accident, but something in your life created a belief that it was either harder for you, it was not safe for you. So if that comes up, that's fine. We'll get you in the course and we'll read some thought patterns, regulating your nervous system around increasing your calories, because if low calories work, everybody's thyroid would be great and we could just all eat 2 almonds and look like whoever you think is phenomenal. So start eating more calories. You can do this. I've got a free video on YouTube, reverse dieting. If you want to do all this yourself, if you want, help, we got you. But start reverse dieting, which means you start adding calories slowly, 10% of your total calories. There's a specific way to do it, specifically based on your hormones and where you're at, and genetic coding, all these things. Start slowly increasing your caloric intake. You see how this whole thing, when I read this from you, is life is a struggle. We all have struggles. We all have our own bag of rock. But just reading this, I can sense that there's scarcity and poverty in the lineage as well, in the coding, in your generational coding, where you got to work hard to do this. You got to scrounge and be scrappy and Think about it. Think about like lower middle class people, look, poverty mindset. This is where I come from as well. This was in my mother's side big time. Scarcity and poverty mindset. There's not enough. You've got to force yourself to do things. Everything you're doing in life is just to get by. That's all in your coding. As I read this right here, it's just like everywhere, all over your post. It's everywhere. Like the energy in just reading this, your belief system. The energy is everything's hard, nothing works. And here's the deal. If you're not willing to change that story and choose a new identity because this one is not working out for you, only problem is you're going to be wrong. If you want to be right, you're going to say, see, this was one more thing that didn't work. No, you had your mind made up. Now, sometimes y'all be doing some crazy shit. Like I use it. Like eating 1,200 calories is not smart. Handling just one area, it's like this lady right here, going to a hormone doctor only, a diet only, a workout only, and thinking that's going to fix a lifelong of conditioning, a lifetime of conditioning. Over like struggling since she was in 6th grade. They ain't a diet out there or a hormone that can fix that. So first of all, instead of making this whole thing mean that you're just not good enough and that nothing works for you and everything's hard, why don't we just say, hey, maybe I've just been looking in the wrong place this whole time. You've been looking for weight loss success in all the wrong places. What should have happened, internal first. You should have dove into clearing feminine wounds, healing the wounded masculine in you, healing your generational poverty and scarcity mindset, while at the same time learning, because if you had those things fixed, you wouldn't have the job that you have right now. You would have a job that supports you in a much better way. You wouldn't be just up at 6 a.m. and home at 6 p.m. every day. If you were truly empowered and you didn't come from the same belief systems as your family, you wouldn't have that job right now. This is why when women start working with me, they get better jobs. They get promotions. They start knowing their value and their worth, and they start, wow, I deserve a better life. We're not saying your mom and daddy did anything wrong. It just is what it is. The dream of any parent, I'm a parent. The dream of any parent is to provide our children so that they can have a better life than we had. So it is what it is. Now, so we address the calories. You need to increase your calories. Number 2 is your adrenals, like your functional medicine, nutritionist, all this shit. Like SIBO, why would you just focus on the gut? The gut's important. But once again, the gut is directly related to our emotional state. Show me a girl with adrenal issues and tons of anxiety and tons of unpacked emotional trauma, a dysregulated nervous system, and I'll show you gut issues. Show me a woman in survival mode and I will show you gut issues. And I will stand by that, baby. Let's go. And I get it. You didn't know. If you're wanting true health and results in the health department, weight loss, fitness, success, stop looking for another diet, hormones only, or a fucking workout. Those things are necessary, but if you don't do the internal work, the soul recoding, healing traumas, increasing your emotional capacity, increasing your emotional intelligence, you're going to fail every time. So those of you that want me to review your case study, go to the free Facebook group. If you want that link, CaseyShip.com, or just DM us or go on the link in my bio, go to the free Facebook group and just post the exact things that are in the featured section about case study. And then when I do lives, I can cover yours.